Students, welcome to the class of accountancy. Students, I hope you are staying back at home following the orders of the government over lockdown and following it strictly. See, students, this is very crucial time for not only you but entire world, and there has been very good impact of this pandemic as well on the life of humans apart from the negative effect. So I'm going to talk about those positive effect. See, the quality of air we breathe has improved, and it is better than that from last 75 years. The quality of water, especially of rivers, has improved with a great extent, which we human beings together could not do. And not only in India but the entire earth has improved in terms of quality of air, water, soil, because the pollution is reduced to a great extent. Moreover, the ozone hole, which you were studying from a longer period of time, that hole is shrinking at a great speed, which is very good for the entire earth and us as well. Now you can see who is good, human beings or the environment. Okay, students. So with this we'll start lecture second of our series issue of shares. In the last class we have studied about issue of shares to the general public, and related to it I have told you the journal entries apart from all the theoretical explanation which this chapter contains. Now moving on, we'll solve one question related to the previous topic which we have discussed. So we'll move on to the question, and here is the question. This is question number 4 of your new textbook. The serial order may change in old book. Okay sir. So here's the question. Rama company issued 50,000 shares of 10 rupees each, and this 10 rupees, 3 on application, 3 on allotment, 2 on first call and 2 on final call, and all the shares were subscribed and allotted. Subscribed means, as I told you, the public has given the application for the entire 50,000 share, so they are fully subscribed and these shares are allotted, that means given to the applicants. You have to pass the journal entry and show how share capital will appear in the balance sheet, assuming that all sums, जितने भी पैसे मांगे थे वो सब के सब हमें मिल गए हैं. Moreover, one more point is there. Expense on issue of shares amounted to rupees 10,000. So when we issue shares, we have to pay certain charges, like it may be charges to the underwriters, or it may be simple charges which is required to pay as a legal charge for issue of share to the government. So this is an share issue expense. So we'll see the solution for this question. So here is the solution. See, what will be the first entry? Bank account debit to share application account. I hope this journal entry is clear to you. I'll tell you how this amount came. About 50,000 share, and on this 50,000 share the call money was 3, isn't it? Call money means call money here means the amount called at the application. So they have applied, who general public have applied 50,000, and 3 rupees was the call on application. Okay, so this 1,50,000, in this way it came. Now these shares are issued to the applicant. So next entry will be share application account debit to share capital, and with the same amount, that is 1,50,000. You have to write narration in every journal entries, and the narration starts with being or for, which I have already told you in class 11th, and rest explanation flows as what is going on. You can make your own narrations, but narrations are compulsory and it should be up to the point. In any general way you can answer it, there's no specific way, but it should be to the point. Now the next third entry will be share allotment account debit to share capital account, and see what will be the amount. 1,50,000. How? Sir, 50,000 and into the money asked at the time of allotment, that was 3 rupees, you can see in the question. So it is again 50,000 into 3. I hope how this amount is coming is clear. See in the question, it is asked 3 rupees at the time of allotment, 3 at application, 3 at allotment. Okay, now this 1,50,000, this is due. First we'll call from the shareholders, and then after getting the call, shareholder will pay. So that will be the entry, bank account debit to share allotment account. Is this clear? Now what will be the fifth entry? First call money 50,000 into rupees 2, isn't it? Because 2 rupees is called at the time of first call. So 50,000 into 2. In this way, this amount 1 lakh will come. And the next entry, when we'll call from the shareholders, the next step will pay the money. So you can see step by step. First application is coming, then we are allotting share to the applicants, then we are asking allotment money from the shareholders, they are paying the allotment money, then we are asking for the first call money, and then they are paying first call money, and then we'll call for subsequent call, that means second and final call, and then we'll get the amount. So this is a simple procedure, and this way issue of shares takes place when shares are issued to general public, and this is initial public offering, that means this is the issue of fresh shares. Okay, how the fresh shares are issued to the general public. As I told you, the company issues the prospectus, in which the detail of the company and what is the authorized share capital, what is the issued capital, everything is mentioned in that. And through those newspaper, magazine, internet, then the public apply, that is termed as initial public offering, and then the applicants are allotted the shares. Now after that, the second call money will be asked in the same respect. So 50,000 into rupees 2, so 1 lakh is the amount, and then we'll get the amount, bank account debit to share second and final call account. Okay, so these are the 8 entries we have already discussed, and how the amount came I have told you. I hope this is clear to you. Now one more thing was there, share issue expense. As I told you, there is to be paid a certain legal expenses by the company. As you know, this Companies Act 2013 is applicable. Earlier Companies Act 1956 was applicable. See, every company has to undergo the rules and regulations which is complied by the Companies Act. Since sole proprietorship, there is no specific law related to sole proprietorship. As I told you, there is no law, only the thing is that the business should be legal, and if the turnover is more than 20 lakh, then you have to get it registered. But that is not any specific law for sole proprietorship. Partnership, there is Partnership Act 1932, and there are more restriction in the companies because of the interest of the public. Okay, so we have to follow the company's rules strictly, the law we have to follow as it is. Okay, now so share issue expense is 10,000, which is given at the last of the question, last sentence. So the entry will be share issue expense to bank account, because we are going to pay that expense, the company is going to, Rama company is going to pay. So what will be the entry? Share issue expense account debit to bank account, being share issue expense paid. and this expense will be transferred or written off. So the manner of writing off it will be statement of profit and loss account debit to share issue expense. At the end of the year, we book the loss and we write it off in the statement of P&L account. So the entry will be, this is the entry on your mobile screen, statement of profit and loss account debit to share issue expense account. See students, you have to make the same format for your journal which you have prepared in class 11th. Date, particulars, LF, amount debit, amount credit. Is this clear? Since date is not given, I have not mentioned, but you have to follow the format of journal entry. Either it is partnership or it is company account, both you have to follow the format which I taught you in class 11th. Is this clear? So this was the question, and I hope all the journal entries and the manner of calculating the amount is clear to you. Now we are moving on to the next topic, and that is kinds of share capital. See how many kinds of share capital are there. There are 4 kinds of share capital. One I have already discussed to you, that was reserve capital. Now these are the main capitals we need to have understanding about it. First one is authorized capital. See, authorized capital is the capital, the maximum amount of capital which a company can issue to the general public, which is mentioned in the memorandum of association. मेमोरेंडम ऑफ एसोसिएशन इन क्लास 11th मैंने बताया था आपको कॉमर्स में, शायद आपको याद हो. द डॉक्यूमेंट ऑफ द कंपनी विच इज़ द मोस्ट एसेंशियल डॉक्यूमेंट ऑफ द वन ऑफ द मोस्ट एसेंशियल डॉक्यूमेंट ऑफ द कंपनी. तो उसमें जितनी लिमिट होती है, अप टू दैट लिमिट वी कैन इशू द शेयर्स टू द जनरल पब्लिक. अब वो कितनी भी लिमिट है, दैट शुड बी मेंशन इन मेमोरेंडम ऑफ एसोसिएशन. ओके, दिस इज ऑथोराइज शेयर कैपिटल. नाउ फॉर एन एग्जांपल, माय ऑथोराइज शेयर कैपिटल इज 10 lakh shares. See, this is not rupees, this is shares. I am talking about share. That means maximum a company can issue this, in my example, 10 lakh shares. Okay, and out of it, it's my wish, the company's wish, how much it want to issue to the general public. For an example, it can issue 5 lakh out of this 10 lakh shares, or 2 lakh, or 6 lakh, 8 lakh, according to the requirement of the general, according to the requirement of the company. Then we have subscribed capital. This is the capital which is subscribed by the shareholders. How much shares are issued to the general public, and how many shares are taken up by the general public. That is termed as subscribed capital, and it should be 90% of the issued capital, at least 90%. If more capital is subscribed, then it is termed as oversubscription, and when it is less than the issued capital, then it is undersubscription. Okay, now the next one is called up capital. This is the amount of capital called up to now by the company. We have seen in the previous question, there was amount 3 plus 3 plus 2 plus 2. Now taking example of the previous question, if the company had not asked for the last call, so what should have been the called up capital? Called up capital would have been 8 रुपीज़. जितनी कंपनी ने पैसे मांगे हैं उन शेयर्स पे जो इशू कर दिया है, दैट इज टर्म्ड एज कॉल्ड अप कैपिटल. ओके, कंपनी ने जितने पैसे मांगे हैं अब तक उन शेयर्स पे जिन्हें कंपनी इशू कर चुकी है, दैट इज टर्म्ड एज कॉल्ड अप कैपिटल. देन द नेक्स्ट पॉइंट इज पेड अप शेयर कैपिटल. Paid up share capital. What is this paid up share capital? See, in last question I have shown you 3 plus 3 plus 2 plus 2. For an example, out of that 50,000 shares, 1,000 has not paid this final call. Is this clear? So how much it is paid by 1,000 shares? 8 rupees is paid up to now. So company is calling for the money and the general public is paying the money. If money is not being paid by the general public, we call it as calls in arrear, and the money paid by the general public is termed as paid up share capital. Is this clear? Now the next point is subscribe and fully paid up share capital. What is this? As general public has subscribed the capital and paid entire amount, means which is asked by the company, so that is termed as subscribed and fully paid up capital. And sometimes when the general public, few persons out of those general public doesn't pay the amount, so that is termed as subscribed but not fully paid up capital. Now there will be various circumstances arising and we will discuss all those circumstances. You might be thinking, sir, उन्होंने नहीं दिया पैसा, then what will be the action taken by the company? So those all topics will come in the near future of this chapter and we will discuss one by one. Okay, up to now you have to just understand कि भाई what are types of capital, kinds of capital, how they are issued, and general public are paying it. If not paying, then it is subscribed but not fully paid up. If they are paying, then it is subscribed and fully paid up capital. Is this clear? Moreover, there will be presentation in the balance sheet which I'll explain you of at the end of all the questions. Okay, so presentation is very important, that I will teach you. Don't worry about it. First focus at the understanding the concept. Okay, now moving on, one more topic I will discuss with you, and that is share issued other than cash. So I have told you that shares are issued to the general public. Shares can also be issued to vendors, to underwriters, to promoters for their services, or when we purchase something. So we'll take these three cases which is mentioned in your syllabus. So the name of the topic is issue of shares for consideration other than cash. So when shares are issued to vendors, vendors are the suppliers. Vendors are the suppliers. Like if we purchase some asset or we pay to the creditors, we have purchased something, it may be asset or any other company's requirement, and then we have paid them shares instead of paying them in cash. So that is termed as shares issued to vendors or creditors. So what will be the first entry? First of all, we will take some services or purchase something. So the entry will be assets account debit to vendors account. Vendors are suppliers. Okay. So if Rama company have purchased machinery of 10 lakh from Sham Limited, so the entry will be machinery account debit to Sham Limited, and then we will pay them the shares. We'll pay them the shares. So the entry will be Sham Limited account debit to share capital account. So this is the first entry, and then second entry will be in this manner. Okay. Vendors, here the name will come if given in the question. If nothing is, the name is not given in the question, then we'll write vendors or suppliers or creditors. Okay. And you have to write the narration. So narration is being shares issued to the vendors. Okay. So this two entry will be passed at the time of issue of shares to vendors. Okay. Then in this series, the second question or the second transaction will be issue of shares to promoters. When the shares are issued to promoters, we call it as incorporation cost. Incorporation cost, or you can also say it goodwill or establishment cost. You'll only remember this incorporation cost. Okay, no need to remember other names. Incorporation cost to share capital account. To bring the company into existence, several services are provided by the promoters and we pay them the shares for their work, so that is termed as incorporation cost. Promoters के बारे में भी मैं 11th क्लास में बता चुका हूँ, if you remember in your commerce. We have studied it in detail in class face to face. So that is termed as incorporation cost. Services rendered by the promoters to make the company into existence. So for that service, when we issue them shares, it is termed as incorporation cost. Okay, so the narration will be being shares issued to the promoters for their services. I hope this is clear to you. Now, when the shares are issued to underwriters, see, underwriters are the persons who underwrites the sale of shares to the general public. See, Rama Company, for an example, no one knows about Rama Company. Or take example of Dhampur Sugar Mills Limited. Now this sugar mill is very much popular in the nearby region, but not in the southern part, not in the eastern part. Possibilities there na, who knows? Even people in Nagina may not know about the Dhampur sugar mills. Like you may know, all the students may not know. Like Dwarike Sugar is there. So it's a big industry, and their shares are issued to the general public. Many of you may not know, isn't it? So the same way, if a new company comes and people don't know about the company, but the people know about these underwriters, they can be termed as the agents, those who know about the companies and those who give the guarantee to underwrite the shares कि भाई आप अपनी shares issue करो, हम बिकवाएंगे, because as a obligation ना, at least 90% of the issued capital should be subscribed by the general public. This I already told you in class 11th in commerce in very much detail. Okay, so when it is issued, then underwriters underwrites, and for that services he charge commission, and that commission is an expense from the point of view of the company. So the journal entry will be underwriters commission account debit to underwriters. Okay, and if the name of underwriter is given like A, B, C or XYZ, A company limited, B company, so it will be underwriters commission account debit to A company account or to X to Y, as the case may be, as the case given in the question. Is this clear? Here the name will come, underwriter is that person, or if his name is given, then his name will come. Okay, so the journal entry will be underwriters commission account debit to underwriters account, and for this purpose we are issuing shares, so we are not paying in cash, so the entry will be underwriters to share capital account. Is this clear? Is this point clear to you? We are paying him the share capital instead of cash. So these are the topics I wanted to discuss in this class. I hope you understood all the topics. Again, in the next lecture we'll solve the questions related to the topics told to you. Students, stay at home, stay safe, study hard, and take very good care of your. Thank you and have a nice day.